Character is like a tree and reputation like a shadow. The shadow is what we think of it, the tree is the real thing. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years. I have always found that mercy bears richer fruits than strict justice. I destroy my enemies when I make them my friends. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar. Whenever I hear anyone arguing for slavery, I feel a strong impulse to see it tried on him personally. You cannot escape the responsibility of tomorrow by evading it today. You can fool all the people some of the time, and some of the people all the time, but you cannot fool all the people all the time. I walk slowly, but I never walk backward. Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves. The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next. Be sure you put your feet in the right place, then stand firm. When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel bad. You can tell the greatness of a man by what makes him angry. A man watches his pear tree day after day, impatient for the ripening of the fruit. Let him attempt to force the process, and he may spoil both fruit and tree. But let him patiently wait, and the ripe pear at length falls into his lap. I am not bound to win, but I am bound to be true. I am not bound to succeed, but I am bound to live by the light that I have. I must stand with anybody that stands right, and stand with him while he is right, and part with him when he goes wrong. We the people are the rightful masters of both Congress and the courts, not to overthrow the Constitution but to overthrow the men who pervert the Constitution. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. The shepherd drives the wolf from the sheep's throat, for which the sheep thanks the shepherd as his liberator, while the wolf denounces him for the same act as the destroyer of liberty. Plainly, the sheep and the wolf are not agreed upon a definition of liberty. If there is anything that a man can do well, I say let him do it. Give him a chance. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. Tact is the ability to describe others as they see themselves. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end. Whatever you are, be a good one. The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. We can complain because rose bushes have thorns, or rejoice because thorn bushes have roses. Give me 6 hours to chop down a tree and I will spend the first 4 sharpening the axe. Don't interfere with anything in the Constitution. That must be maintained, for it is the only safeguard of our liberties. You cannot help men permanently by doing for them what they could and should do for themselves. The things I want to know are in books. My best friend is the man who'll get me a book I ain't read. I'm a success today because I had a friend who believed in me and I didn't have the heart to let him down. When you reach the end of your rope, tie a knot and hang on. You have to do your own growing no matter how tall your grandfather was. A capacity, and taste, for reading gives access to whatever has already been discovered by others. The best way to predict your future is to create it. My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure. Don't worry when you are not recognized, but strive to be worthy of recognition. All that I am, or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. Things may come to those who wait, but only the things left by those who hustle. A house divided against itself cannot stand. Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side, my greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. I don't think much of a man who is not wiser today than he was yesterday. Let no feeling of discouragement prey upon you, and in the end you are sure to succeed. Every man's responsibility is his own responsibility. The highest art is always the most religious, and the greatest artist is always a devout person. That some achieve great success, is proof to all that others can achieve it as well. Marriage is neither heaven nor hell, It is simply purgatory. Extemporaneous speaking should be practiced and cultivated. It is the lawyer's avenue to the public. However able and faithful he may be in other respects, people are slow to bring him business if he cannot make a speech. The probability that we may fail in the struggle ought not to deter us from the support of a cause we believe to be just. If once you forfeit the confidence of your fellow citizens, you can never regain their respect and esteem. Gold is good in its place, but loving, brave, patriotic men are better than gold. Surely God would not have created such a being as man, with an ability to grasp the infinite, to exist only for a day. No, man was made for immortality.